Yo,
Right.
what's going on, man? It's your boy King Run. I'm here. You see it. Tell him who he is, my guy.
You already know it's the North American champion right here. Sun Hero. Got the title in today. I had a great match.
Beat the hell out of nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Beat
DDT,
ass,
you know
man.
what I'm
You hear
saying?
me?
We a man down today, as y'all see, man. My boy Kenny, he feel a little under the weather, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna do
It's
what we
not
gotta
what you
do
think,
for him, you know what
neither.
I'm saying? Yeah, man, mind your business, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying?
He's good.
He out here battling some shit, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna hold it down for you, man. Tag team champions of the world right here, you know what I mean? I'm like Rocky Johnson, Soul Man Rocky Johnson is my tag partner
And I'm
Tony.
Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas, first
Tony
tag
Atlas.
team champions of African American descent.
I'm not really
You know what I'm
big as
saying?
Tony Atlas, but
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
not
the
as big,
picture.
you know what I'm saying? Look, don't worry about it. Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Today we got a good show for y'all, man. We had some wrestling going on this week, man.
Yes, sir.
Some wrestling, some injuries also, but it comes with the territory because wrestling is not fake.
It's not.
You feel me? Tell Will
It's
Ospreay
not.
wrestling fake. I dare you. I dare you. You don't use the F word. You know what I'm saying? Because people getting hurt out here. So, y'all,
For our entertainment,
together.
though.
for our entertainment, they ain't got to be jumping off these turnbuckles for us.
Exactly.
Doing 360, 750, 650, 700 dragon flip leap.
Dragon.
Especially Ray Phoenix. That boy be doing all kinds of stuff on the top rope.
Speaking of Ray Phoenix, man.
You get well, too.
Get
He's
well,
also
man.
hurt
You
out here.
stop overshooting your freaking moves, man.
Man, you gotta calm down, man. Look, you do you.
Yeah, man.
But come on now. Thank you. But come on now.
Come on.
That man did a flippy twisty out the top rope. What did you do? How your feet move that fast?
I think he legit overshoots his moves sometimes.
He do, bro. If y'all see him on Dynamite, bro, when he do that damn like sunset flip over the top rope, he be in the crowd.
I was like, bro, whoa.
He real deal flips on the wrestler, then roll off the wrestler into the crowd.
Yeah.
Then the crowd be catching him and shit. They're there every time, bro. That man, he got so much explosive energy and shit, man.
Shit, I'm not the type of man to like tell somebody to, like change unless they want to do it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, at a certain point, it's like I'm not saying he should change like his whole style up. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you might just want to like tone down on some on the high flying because
switch up the repertoire.
Just a tad bit. Start focusing more on ground based stuff. Like he does that sometimes, but I feel like gotta focus on that more since you keep getting hurt and you constantly being injured. Yeah, I love Ray Phoenix. I love watching him perform, but it's like, come on, bro.
He's there. Yeah, he's there to my favorite wrestler right now because of his wrestling style, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Cause big buff guys. You know what I'm saying? They dominated wrestling for a long time, bro. Real
big sweaty men.
Yeah, bro. Like real big beef jerky eating it. Like until Macho Man came. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the biggest guy. You know what I'm saying? Then Shawn Michaels, he most definitely wasn't the biggest guy. You know what I'm saying? Bret Hart, like, them folks was small. But they had to change up their repertoires when they got hurt. Mm-hmm. When something happened, they switched the moveset up.
They changed their style up because you noticed that, like, Shawn Michaels in his later years wasn't really doing much high-flying stuff anymore.
If it wasn't the elbow.
Yeah. Other than that, you would not see
He did do
him.
the moonsault for a while, but he cut that joint out too after a while.
It was like when he came back, he was still doing what he was doing when he was in his prime. Well, it's kind of hard to say because Shawn Michaels, when he came back, it was like he was still in his prime, but it's like, well, I'm just gonna put it like this: in the earlier days, like early '90s, Shawn Michaels, like he was high flying.
Yeah, he was all over the damn place.
And the year before that, as the Rockers,
You couldn't keep him out the earth.
Nah, but yeah, man, just Ray Phoenix, you gotta just chill, man. Like, hope you get well though, man. I'm like,
most definitely get well because we need the Death Triangle to
in
become
full strength.
6-man AEW tag team champions. Like, I need that before this year ends. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that they're
Just gonna say.
considering that too.
That's
Finally
why I
bringing
said it
in
because
it.
they
Yeah.
they in talks about it now. Keep on talking, so
It's
that
just
action
speculation
become,
right
you know what I'm
now.
saying?
It's
That
speculation right now.
manifestation. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But
Because they really need it.
yeah, they really need. They really do. They got
Yeah.
all kinds of stables in AEW, man. Um, but we finna go and get this show underway. We finna hit you with the review of the week. We going with Raw first, man. Raw was cool, I guess. It wasn't it wasn't the same old, because they had about 8 matches as the stat got looked up for me and whatnot. And I can't recall the last time they had 8 matches on Raw. I can't. I honestly can't.
Within a 3 hour period.
Yeah, 3 hours and 8 matches. And I'm pretty sure out of the 8, only 2 of them was like pin matches. All the rest of it was DQ.
That's the basic norm now. It's like
All the rest of
DQ.
them was there to DQ,
Yeah,
DQ,
it's
DQ,
like
DQ.
it's rare. It's rare because it's like this is my thing, man, and this is why I feel like they need to start pushing more people, or at least bringing more people up, because now you do these feuds or you do these matches with people that you're behind, on. And you don't want them to look a certain way, like you don't want them to like look weak in defeat, or you don't want them to look too strong or stuff like that. And you book these no DQs or all these other. It's just like at some point it just gets it gets tedious, it gets boring, it's already repetitive. You see that like every match is like, okay, I feel like this is gonna lead to a no DQ. Or no contest.
It's hard to get invested in stories and matches like that when you go in it with that whole mind frame, bro. Real talk. Because you like, bro, why am I watching this match? Somebody finna get disqualified.
Exactly.
Why am I watching this next match? Somebody gonna get distracted, and that's gonna lead to a disqualification.
Yeah.
Or a roll up pin, and that's gonna be about most of the night.
Most of it.
And the rest of the night, out of the 3 hours of that, is gonna be filler stuff. A lot of talking, a lot of talk shows, all the stuff with Alexa Bliss. Nobody knows where the Fiend is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I gave up on that.
Once you start giving up on the wrestling, man, it's hard to come back. Cause WWE's done this for so long, bro. And it's like, yeah, I didn't left and came back a few times to WWE product. You know what I mean? Cause it just gets annoying, man. It gets frustrating to watch your favorite wrestlers or people you really want to see in spotlights don't even get it. And then when they do get it, they get it taken away from them.
Yeah.
You get stables, then they break them up. You know what I'm saying? And like, why? Why am I watching?
Well, we watch because we do it for the people out there that watch.
Now,
so
we watching. So
we have to watch.
We gotta let y'all know. On Raw, this is the real spiel. This is how it happened on Raw. Check this out. First match, AJ defeated Elias, DQ. Angel Garza defeated Drew Gulak by pinfall, surprisingly.
That's
Kofi
one.
defeated Randy, quick pinfall. Like,
okay, that's 2.
Why? You know what I'm saying?
Kofi won?
Yeah, Kofi won. Natalia, Tamina
defeated
Nia and Shayna again for the. Well, this is like the 6th
for the
match.
80th, for the 80th,
the 6th match, 800th week in a row. Like, we didn't watch. This is like the only female wrestlers they got on TV on Raw. Sheamus defeated Ricochet in the U.S. title match by pinfall.
Right.
It was cool. Ricochet on TV. That's always a win. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Ricochet.
Yeah, but it's still just they haven't did anything with Ricochet.
So it's like, where he come from?
It's just it's basically that. It's basically, man,
where he come from? Why he deserved his shot?
He's just there.
They didn't build up the title shot. Nothing. They just put him in the match, bro. And that's what you get at Raw.
Exactly. He's just there.
That's what you get on Raw. No reason at all. No story behind what's going on. Just, these guys is finna be wrestling.
Right.
And you might like it. But it's Ricochet. Oscar defeated Charlotte by pinfall. Surprisingly, you know what I'm saying. But it's Oscar. Like if anybody's defeating Charlotte, it's gonna be Oscar. Ain't too many people beating Charlotte. Damian Priest
Man, I
defeated
got.
John Morrison in a lumberjack match. Now, my man's.
Ah,
I didn't even get a chance to say. I didn't even get a chance to
ah,
say it.
bruh.
my
See, bruh. I'm sorry, y'all. I try to refrain. I try to refrain from even speaking about this, about anything involved right now with Damian Priest, The Miz, and John Morrison. If y'all out there have not seen, or I know some of y'all don't watch wrestling out there, and that's fine. You probably understand why for what I'm finna say next. So
yeah, we gotta talk about it.
we it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. It was a match last Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash dealing with Damian Priest, The Miz, and and it was in a lumberjack match. But they decided to, plug this. They decided to plug ad into a match for Batista's, movie that was on Netflix, Army of the Dead, whatever. So if you guys have watched the match, man, they pretty much had zombies, real live zombies, man, and
As lumberjacks, not just you know what I'm saying, walking around going like they was standing around the ring,
really.
reaching in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
what made this so bad when you find out more about this, you find out that it was not only one, it was pre-taped. So meaning that somebody actually had to watch this and
edit it
and actually edit, or
that's the thing. They had to edit this. That's the thing.
that's exactly, somebody had to watch this, edit it, and be like, okay, that's good to go. I get, they're not catering to me anymore. I get that now, but like,
Shit, who is that catering to? Because it don't look like nobody no more.
no,
They're just doing what they want to
it
do.
was terrible from the jump, man. I feel like we're at this point now in our lives, or we're just too, we know things now. So it's like you can't do stuff like this. I don't care if it's for and people, and what made it so even worse, people was on social media defending, I mean, trying to like come up with ways defending this shit, man. Saying like, oh,
so
well,
bad.
it's just entertainment. It's
They
just
wanted it so bad, Bucko.
right. It's just entertainment. Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, well, the Undertaker. We never talked about the Undertaker. I'm like, see the difference with that and the Undertaker. The Undertaker, you got to understand at that time, we didn't have social media. We didn't have none of that. So it was, yes, it was still hokey at the same time, but it made it cool. It was spectacular. You know what I'm
Also, the other
saying?
thing about the Undertaker is the Undertaker also changed with time. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
When he first appeared, it wasn't nobody like the Undertaker.
No.
And nobody knew what the Undertaker was supposed to be. It was later on that we found out that he was supposed to be a zombie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just thought he was just. It
Exactly.
was an Undertaker. I didn't know what the Undertaker was. I just didn't want to run into him. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they look like out here. You know what I'm saying? So he was scary. And then he changed from, throughout the years, throughout the Attitude Era, it was still scary.
He was still scary, but then he had more character. Undertaker started developing more character.
It wasn't like he was just thrown on us
Yeah.
as a zombie, and like they told us that he was a zombie. If they said he was a zombie, I was too young to know.
To realize.
So if
yeah.
a young kid seeing this now, they would probably be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? These kids know what zombies is, you know what I'm saying? Like they probably wouldn't be too, thrown off by it, you know what I'm saying? So to do it on I ain't gonna say live, 'cause like my boy said it was taped. But the show that they presented us was live, and I'm like, bro, There's no way to justify having zombies in a wrestling match, bro.
It's
And
not.
they wasn't.
Man.
They only started attacking them when they went outside the ring.
And
They weren't even trying to get in the ring. Like, what zombie is this?
and it's crazy, bro, because
And I
for
can't
one,
suspend the disbelief.
right?
No, bro.
But it's crazy because I'm not mad. No,
Mm-hmm.
it was really funny because it was like it was so bad that it's good.
Because we watched the setup the whole
We
time.
watched it.
From John opening up the
Opening
door,
up the door.
seeing the zombies. He didn't close the door. So we knew right then zombies is finna be in his next
Bruh,
match.
I was like, bruh, I was hoping that it wasn't a real thing, but it ended up being a real thing. And when it happened, when everything transpired, God bless Damian Priest, and God bless the Miz, even though he's
That boy supposed to be a zombie right now.
man.
Let them tell he a zombie.
Don't tell the people that shit. No, because I'm saying, man, they had to sell for this, man. They had to sell this stuff. And they had to like really put over, even the commentary team, they had to put over everything and made it seem like this was something like that can happen at any moment.
At any moment, bro. No, this is not happening.
No, but many ran over. But I say all of that to say this past Monday, we had not only yet again another rematch, but it was with Damian Priest and John Morrison. But get this, y'all. Get this. They used real lumberjacks. They used real lumberjacks, man.
They used actual lumberjacks, bro. And not only that, one of the lumberjacks was Nikki Cross. Where has she been? Why is she back? Why is she back as a lumberjack? When is she gonna start back wrestling?
So much questions.
Why is she the only lady out here?
Yeah.
Why is she out here? Ask that again. What's going on?
I'm gonna say this.
Why did y'all repeat the same match? But actually, did y'all not have? Well, we know why they did it.
Because she's been. We
know why they did the zombies lumberjacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ad, product placement, money. Cha-cha-ching.
Shit's still
You know what I'm
stupid,
saying?
though.
But then they went back and had the same match on Raw, which is what they usually always do after a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Like WrestleMania, that shit was like, that Monday was like all reruns of matches. And then they did the same thing at WrestleMania Backlash and did the same thing that next Monday. And basically had the same matches all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm getting tired of Raw. You know what I'm saying? That's why this review of Raw is almost done. You know
it's almost done because it's nothing of light. But to piggyback off of the Nikki Cross thing, she's been complaining in a not in a bad way, but in like, yo, y'all not using me on television.
And that's,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's really what it is.
But I hate that why would they put her in a lumberjack match? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it made absolutely no sense at all. But other than that, man, we're not really gonna go over the match because it's not really worthy of anything to go over that we haven't already seen for like
because it was the same thing. It was the same thing as the damn pay-per-view.
Right.
But with John Morrison instead of the Miz.
Yeah, because he's hurt right now, which is
John
crazy.
Morrison got attacked by the zombies first.
Yes. Oh, bro, that don't. Okay,
so in retrospect, he's supposed to be a zombie out here.
Bro, see, that's my thing.
Then the Miz got attacked by the zombies after that, right? So John Morrison cut a promo talking about some R.I.P. Miz. How you know he even dead? You died first.
You ain't never played first, man.
WWE ain't never played a zombie game. Ain't nothing real in WWE.
Keep in mind, and when I do this, I say these things, man, because it's really just so mind-boggling, like that they really will go with this as if like we're not the fans of yesteryears. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're in the internet age right now. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have like everybody is is hip to what goes on now with professional wrestling, if not already. Even back then,
They
you
already
know,
know.
shit Beyond the Mat. Beyond the
Yeah.
Mat was like the stepping stone of what you are experiencing now with like what's going on behind the scenes of wrestling and stuff. So
I went to the movies to go see that joint.
yeah, I mean, I actually saw that for the first time, and I was like, damn, this shit is really good. But now I'm saying all this, man, is just the fact that they will still go with stuff like this and like expect us to like
Be okay with it.
be okay with it, but it's like it's not entertaining. It's like, bro, no, stop that. You're just insulting my intelligence at this point.
This shit is not entertaining, bro.
No, it's not. But
It's not.
other than that, man,
not even okay. So after that whole debacle of them repeating the same match, and our feelings about it, as you can see, trash. They had Kofi Kingston beat Bobby Lashley by pinfall, the exact same way he beat Randy Orton earlier tonight. You know what I'm saying? Roll up, distraction finish, lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now people feeling like it's Kofi Kingston time again. And I'm like, no, it's not, bro. Kofi is not getting another title shot. No time soon.
That
if ever.
Nah, man. Look.
No disrespect to
Kofi Kingston, but I just want people to really realize that, man, that ship sailed. Mm-hmm. It sailed. Like, it's, you know, I get it. Like, it was a great moment when it happened, but you gotta look at it. I look at it like this. His time with the title was not really memorable. It was just only for that one moment at WrestleMania. That was it. Now, I'm not saying that he had some good matches within that title reign. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it was like his whole reign was that god awful. It wasn't. It was some highlights in that reign. But I'm just saying, man, that shit kind of tarnished when Brock Lesnar came back and y'all completely buried that man in like what? It was like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. I don't know how many.
Ridiculous.
8 seconds. So it was like in 8 seconds you buried this man, just crushing whatever momentum he had going forward from that point, and you put him back in, you know, the tag team picture, all these other things like that. But nah, man, Kofi had his moment in the sun. I'm glad that, you know, he did it, but nah, it's Bobby Lashley's time, and it's been his time since when he was there in the beginning. Okay,
it's been his time.
Wasn't the best talker, don't get me wrong, but he dominated in the ring.
Because he don't be sounding believable.
No, he don't. But he dominates in the ring.
He's a
man.
big beef guy that eats beef jerky, and that's what Vince McMahon like. And that's why he's the champion. But he's also a good ass like wrestler and shit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not Kofi. Kofi, he's not doing it again, bro. If y'all believe that, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's hope. You know what I'm saying? I believe you. That's what happened last time.
Yeah.
People got behind him. And shit, WWE took a chance with him, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, but
nah, man.
No, Bobby got a title reign that they gotta be like memorable, you know what I'm saying?
It got to, but it's also, but like I said, it's also gonna fall in the same boat with Kofi soon, because it's like there's nobody built up right now. So of course I can see why they're trying to lean forward back to Kofi Kingston, because it's like there ain't nobody. There's nobody else. You keep doing Drew McIntyre. At that point, when you start, speaking of that, they finna have fans coming back soon.
Maybe that'll help.
Maybe that'll
help.
But
don't get me wrong, the Thunderdome, all right, it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But them pumping sounds into the TV and whatnot, it always throws me off. Like, I know they pump sounds in the TV even when they have crowds, but it get blended in with the crowd noise because there's actually people there. You know what I'm saying? But you see people on the TV doing this, but I'm like, bruh.
I'm like, man,
it's not fulfilling.
It's just not. It's like
when I watch AEW and I be hearing the crowd, I be like, yeah.
It feels good, even if they even got their wrestlers. Yeah, and they got their wrestlers right in the front.
That's the good stuff.
It's good because, I mean, we could talk about that all
day.
day, man.
Because it's that pandemic, bro.
But yeah,
It changed
man.
so much.
Like I said, man, it's just when you do have fans come back in the picture, you keep putting Drew McIntyre in this transition all the time. He's gonna get the Roman Reigns treatment of yesteryear.
And he posted something about that the other day, if I'm not mistaken, about, you know what I'm saying, people still, you know, rocking with him basically, not turning on him or something like that.
I don't.
Because it's like, they are doing it and shoving, you know what I'm saying, Drew into everything they can and giving him the go with everything like what they did with Roman, bro. And I feel like the thing about Roman, they wasn't at the time giving Roman the mic like they should have, like they are now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they giving him the mic now, but back in the day he was like Kenny always pointing out, he was doing some fugaziness on the microphone, you know what I'm saying? But not Drew. Like they always kind of let Drew talk, you know what I'm saying, be him. And I feel like that's why people also, you know, ride with Drew. But he's also traveled the world and gained these people respect too. So
he did, but I'm just
it's most definitely
saying.
He either have to be off TV for a while or he just gonna have to be like chasing his title out for a while. But other than that, he's not gonna be able to just be in a feud with Bobby all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
somebody else got to get a chance.
Somebody got to get it, and I'm like, man,
and it's not goddamn Braun Strowman.
No, hell no. People saying Matt Riddle should be, but I'm like, he's doing this thing with RK Bro. So
shit, I'd rather see Randy Orton do in the title fray, but he doing this thing with RK Bro, and I'm like,
yeah, man. But
they finna make these folks champions.
But nah, you don't want Drew to get that Roman treatment, and Bobby Lashley should hold on. Bobby Lashley should hold on to the title.
To the title for a while, bro. It's that man tripping. We gotta have Bobby as a champion for a while, bro. Like I said, he deserves it. Everywhere he's been, he's had like a memorable title reign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he most definitely need it, man. Speaking of titles, I don't even want to tell y'all, but we had another rematch on SmackDown from Raw. Nia, Shayna, Bayley defeated Bianca, Natalie, and Tamina. And they threw Bayley in there, but it's still the same ass match. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same ass match. They just threw two more people in there. You can't pull a wool over our eye. We see. You know what I'm saying? Then they had Shinsuke defeat King Corbin. Dominic defeated Robert Roode, and Apollo defeated Kevin, Big E, Sammy in the IC title match. And that's it. That's all you get for SmackDown. 4 matches.
Listen.
In 2 hours.
I just thought about this shit. You know what the formula they're running right now with all these rematches?
What's that?
You know when you in like universal mode on WWE 2K? Mm-hmm. And you have that option to where like you can have you can set a rival. Mm-hmm. You can set a rivalry. It can be from low. It can be from low to intense. Medium to intensity. Like intensity is like it's always on every fucking universal match into the pay-per-view. If you have a blow off or if you want to continue it on that's type
exactly
thing. That's exactly what the shit is going on.
Wrestling simulation.
Yeah,
I do that every day. I had it on my channel for a while,
bruh.
Like just a little wrestler just hit square and skip all the weeks.
Skip all the weeks, bro.
The intensity gonna get higher and higher until the pay-per-view.
Exactly, bro.
But with this, they doing this shit for too long with Shayna and Nia.
Yeah.
And goddamn, what's these damn folks' name? Tamina and Natalie and Natalia, because this has been going on since before WrestleMania. Or not before WrestleMania, like right after WrestleMania. And I'm tired of it, bro. Like, where the rest of the women wrestlers? Why do y'all have tag team titles if y'all not going to be putting out these women wrestlers, bro? Like, Charlotte, title shot. Asuka, title shot. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell is Alexa Bliss? Zombie, you know what I'm saying? Witch,
zombie,
creature of the night. Who knows?
Whoever,
you know
man.
She's not wrestling.
Lily, bring Lily or something. I don't know. on. Shit.
Mandy, what's the name?
Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose.
Wait a minute.
Goddamn
She
me.
on SmackDown. She on she on
Yeah,
Raw.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
she on
what her
Raw.
tag team partner name? Dana Brooke. She on. You said who? Naomi and Lana. And now they be in the title matches too, but it be kind of, sort of, and then Lana not really out here just wrestling like that, bro. I really don't be want to watch her matches.
Nah, Miro, I love you, man, but god damn it.
Lana, she just pretty, and that's it. And I don't think, man. I mean, there's always been the case with wrestling, especially with WWF and WWE throughout the years. They always got to have a pretty blood, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, they got multiple, but the other pretty blondes they got can wrestle.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like
nothing.
Mandy Moore, Lana. What's not Lana? What's the other one name? Alexa Bliss. She can wrestle. What's the other one name, man?
Right. Don't you dare say that lady.
Who you think I'm finna say?
No.
Dana Brooke. She can wrestle.
No, there's another blonde. There's another blonde lady.
She can wrestle.
There was another blonde lady. No, not Charlotte.
I cannot think of her name.
What was the girl? She got pregnant.
Oh, Lacey Evans. Yeah, I didn't bring up Lacey Evans because she was pregnant.
Okay,
she is pregnant, so
okay, good.
She can't be on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm
just not be on TV.
Nah, I'm just saying
I'm most definitely not talking about Ronda Rousey. I don't want her to come back at all.
Oh no, she pregnant. She gone.
She's also got pregnant. But yeah, they got pretty blondes. But like I said, they mostly just at her wrestling, and a few of them not. And Lana is one of them. Man, it kind of brings down Naomi.
Yeah,
because it's like, bruh, why are you with her? Why is Naomi not in a singles competition? Like, if y'all want somebody to be in a singles competition, something new. Mm-hmm. Natalia versus Rhea, or what's the damn girl name? What's the champion name? Rhea Ripley. Natalia, like, come on now. I said Natalia, didn't I?
Yeah.
What's her name? Naomi versus Rhea. Yeah. I watched it because they can wrestle, and it's new. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte finna be in a title shot again. And nobody want to see that.
No,
man. The shit that's going on SmackDown is like the same thing that's going on Raw.
Yeah.
Except the Roman Reigns storyline is like the only thing that's pushing SmackDown.
I was just finna say that, man. Really, nothing of note happened on SmackDown, but Roman Reigns has just really been the only saving grace of SmackDown. Like, let's just put it like that. He's been the reason why people are tuning in to SmackDown, even though SmackDown has been kind of shit too. But but Roman Reigns is the reason why that he's keeping it going, keeping it afloat. So I feel like, man, this is why I feel like as long as you can keep Roman as champion, like, can't do no wrong, because they, like I said, they ain't got nobody right now. They just don't. Nobody. On each brand, nobody ain't got nothing.
And you see, they brought Cesaro into the front picture because they don't have nobody else. And don't get me wrong, if anybody deserves it, it's Cesaro. Bruh. But Daniel Bryan just left. You know what I'm saying? And you got Seth Rollins. And of course he gonna be in the picture again. But it's Seth Rollins, bro. It's like,
you know, you can.
He there again.
You can. I'm sorry. You could tell the story with that, but I get you. It's like,
because we've seen it.
Yeah,
we've seen it. I mean, two former teammates, best friends, brothers, Shield members going at it again. They got a different dynamic now. But it's still the same thing. Like, we gonna get a good match and a good promos. That's what I'm saying. Like, and Cesaro is like having two feuds at the same time because he's going against Roman, trying to go after the title, but also still dealing with Seth. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because it's like two different things going on with Cesaro that can also slow down his progress to become the champion, which is what they going with, because it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? And then Seth Rollins going to get moved into the title shot. And if they keep Cesaro around, then it'll become Cesaro's position, keeping Seth from the title. You know what I'm saying? And that's the formula with WWE. Like he said, it's like a wrestling game. The universe mode,
Folks
they
got their
simulating it
intensity. They got their intensity
high.
high
You know what I'm
right
saying?
now.
No low, no medium,
Ain't
no
no
nothing.
mediums and shit. You got tag matches, single matches.
That shit
Fuck
funny,
around
bro.
and
For
have
real.
cage matches don't even mean nothing no more. It's
Nothing, bro.
just like
And they had the Intercontinental title fall out on SmackDown, but the only cool thing about that is Aleister Black popped up, let Big E have it. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of his finisher, stat guy? Black Mask. He hit him with the Black Mask, and I always liked that finisher. I be forgetting the name of that junk until I hear it, but I always like it because this shit look like it real deal hurt. You know what I'm saying?
So it's still to the storyline too. Besides eye,
Mm-hmm.
they got a little talk that we remember was Seth Rollins poked his eye out.
Mm-hmm.
It's still to that little storyline too. So he's still trying to base to still want to keep it a kayfabe.
Yeah, living the gimmick. Most definitely, bro. He came back. Now I don't know if he gonna be in this Intercontinental title fray or not, cause he only kicked Big E and he dipped. You know what I'm saying? Which I think that's allow Apollo to win to keep his title. You know what I'm saying? But
it's the start of a new feud probably right now until Big E's gonna get back in the Intercontinental picture, but right now it's the start of a new feud with him and Aleister Black, which I'm kind of with. It's I don't know. I'm everywhere.
it's
like,
WWE, bro. Like, you don't know how to feel, because like you said, bro, it's not easy to get invested in something. Cause you
Shit,
see
it's not easy
Aleister
to
Black on
watch.
TV this week. He probably back in the closet reading again next week.
Man, reading stories and shit. I'm like, bruh.
Asking people to knock on his door because he
Like,
looking
bruh,
for
I don't
a
know where
fight
you
again.
at.
And I'm like,
Like, bro, how you gonna ask somebody to knock on your door, bro? I don't know where you at.
I don't know where
Like,
you at.
dude,
Are you even in the same building?
like, bro, you could probably be in a whole nother building, man. I gotta go across the street somewhere.
That shit was funny, bro. Yeah,
But yeah, man, SmackDown was cool.
SmackDown
Roman Reigns is holding it down. He's keeping that thing afloat right now. So.
And they transitioned Jimmy and his storyline so smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm nobody's bitch.
But now the Usos got a match against the Street Profits next Friday. So I'm like, man,
that would be interesting.
This gonna be crazy.
I would actually finally watch a whole full episode of SmackDown.
Cause you would
just
have to,
watch
bro.
that.
Yeah, cause you would have to see what happened to progress that night. Cause the Street Profit, you know what I'm saying, multiple tag team champions. You know what I'm saying, like they one of the premier tag teams that WWE got. You know what I mean? Cause they really don't got other real tag teams. But the Street Profits still a tag team, and the Usos is the tag team of WWE.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not even no question about what's gonna happen on fucking SmackDown next week, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope Paul Heyman come out with them just to add the little seasoning on it to make it even look like they are part of the whole bloodline situation they got building up and shit. Don't have Roman come out there and shit, but if he do, that'd be cool too, cause he just be watching matches, just watching over niggas like he a overseer or something.
Man,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
overseer,
He don't
like-
wrestle, and that's what I like about him.
Man,
Cause
like a overseer
Bobby
and
Lashley
shit.
on Raw wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Roman don't be wrestling on SmackDown like that, bro. It'd be
Yeah.
funny. Cause
That's-
I feel like the world champion shouldn't be wrestling on national TV like that. Like a couple matches here and there throughout the month, but
Matches that mean something.
yeah, they gotta be a match that matter. Like, dude, Bobby Lashley, him be getting beat by Kofi. Like, why? Why
Like that
doesn't
didn't
matter.
That didn't make sense.
Drew came out there and helped and everything. Like, no, well, Drew's a new member of the New Day or something. Like, no, nobody want that.
Man said Big D. Big D.
No, bro.
Oh, I'm like, bro,
And with that
that's terrible.
note, we gonna transition out of goddamn WWE. Cause I can't with WWE, bro. We go on
The elite.
we go on to AEW, bro. I don't know, bro. I've been watching AEW for like the past couple weeks, bro, and watching the show be so fucking hilarious, bro. Cause it be so much shit going on when this little time they be on TV. We had the opening match, opening contest. Christian Cage, yes, that's right.
Christian Cage is out here.
Versus Matt Sydal, yes, that's right.
That was
Matt
pretty.
Sydal,
AKA Evan Bourne, for those who don't know.
yeah. It took me a while to realize that. I was like, he looked familiar.
That's Evan Bourne.
I can't put my finger on it, but he looks familiar. And then the first time I saw him, he fell off the top rope and shit.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh,
that was
that can't be good.
Yo, that was
but then
hilarious.
next time he had nailed that damn 450. What was this? Shoe star press he be doing? I'm like, wait a minute.
That's Matt Sydal.
Yeah,
Well, Evan
Bourne used to do that thing. But yeah, man, they had a good match, bro. Taz was out there doing commentary, trash talking Christian Cage. The little feud that Christian has with the Team Taz is cool as hell. But it's like Team Taz out here hating on legends and shit.
Man,
just so when this thing pulled up, bruh. Taz was out there hating on them fucking fans.
Taz coming off like that old uncle at your function and shit.
That man don't like nothing.
He don't like none. Back in my day, I was that man. I
used to suplex him across the world.
I suplex everybody, Cole. I used Super Bowls.
Then he got this little thing where he be criticizing Christian moves and shit.
Oh
yeah, funny. He real deal like Christian real
be
fucking up, and he was on his ass.
He be on his ass. But nah, hey. It was solid. It was a solid match.
Oh yeah, perfect ass match, bro. Christian Cage, I feel like he most definitely is getting in his bag now.
He still got it.
I feel like he needs a little bit more matches to knock that ring dust off. You know what I'm saying? But if he keep on at this pace, bro, he gonna be in the what they call it, the double
casino,
or nothing, the casino battle royale.
Their version of. I guess the Royal
Money in the Bank, damn near.
Money in the Bank.
Don't they gotta climb a ladder or some shit?
No, that's the.
How they win that joint?
No, that
was that brass ring thing.
We're not gonna talk about
that.
They
had to win that Sonic ring.
That Sonic ass ring. Scorpio with the Sonic ring. Hey, I seen the meme, bro. They took it. I saw the meme, bro, when he grabbed that brass ring and they took him to the special, the bonus round. They had that man rolling around to get the emerald.
Fucking Dr. Eggman pop up on that bad ass.
That shit was so funny. But yeah, it's they battle royal pretty much. Whoever wins get a shot at the AEW champion. Yeah.
And Christian Cage is gonna be in that thing amongst a lot of other guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
The Joker. The Joker like the surprise.
Entrant. Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a surprise. I don't know who the Joker gonna be.
I have no idea. Like, yeah.
Nah.
I mean, it probably be somebody that's available now. Nah, Moose signed a new deal with Impact, but
he must just did that.
Yeah,
he must be breaking news alert or something.
Yeah, he did. It happened like
last time I saw it, like he was
Friday. I think it happened Friday or Saturday. But I don't know who the Joker will be in this year's Battle Royal. I feel like it'll be somebody that's available right now. Because, everybody that just got released got to do that whole 90-day thing. So,
not Daniel Bryan. That's true. So So Statman feel like it might be Daniel Bryan. Which would
Impact
destroy the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would. It
would destroy the wrestling world. The wrestling gods will come down. It will be over with because those folks will go ham. And Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega.
Make it happen. Wrestling gods. Make that happen.
If that ain't a match I need to see.
That needs to happen. I don't know.
I'm okay with Daniel not even winning. I just want to see these folks wrestle, bro.
Like, bro, that
Kenny Omega style and Danny I said Daniel style, bro. I said Danny like I know him or something. Daniel Bryan style, bro. Like, man, that shit'll be live as hell. But Kenny, that boy can put on a good match on anything. Boy, I'm telling you, I saw that boy wrestle a broom. He was so good. You know what I'm saying?
That shit really happened too.
The match after that, The Acclaim, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, bro. Oh, the now Kenny told me, and since I've been watching AEW Dynamite more, I've been seeing these folks come out here with this rapping, these freestyles. I don't care if they not really freestyles, but them boys is good.
This is
them
what
boys is so good.
This is how Thugonomics would have thrived in today's world. But I thought it was hilarious. That man said the bar about John Mox's wife about oral sessions.
That man said, "Tell your girl stop DMing me asking for the oral sessions." I was like,
"Oh."
The whole crowd was like,
and bro was like, "We're talking about the podcast." God. I was like, "Oh, bro."
The folks instantly struck a nerve.
It was crazy.
The whole world. That shit was hilarious, bro.
And they said John Moxley was mad. he was pissed. I don't.
You can tell because soon as the folks got the ring, bro, he found he had the microphone. He was like, "Hey," he got the skippity paps. All you saw was that boy jewelry pop off,
bro. Why didn't nobody meme that? Why didn't nobody meme that?
I don't think people caught that shit, bro. Y'all, John Box was on the phone ass like the whole match. Him and Eddie Kingston was on these folks' ass the whole match, bro. And it was a good match, bro. It was a good match. But man, that damn promo he cut on his way to the ring, bro. If that shit wasn't goddamn hilarious, I was like, man, these folks ain't got no sense. These folks ain't got no ass sense, bro. Rebel versus Hikaru Shida was after that. You know what I'm saying? And it was all a setup for Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. You got to put that in there. You know what I'm saying? Respect.
Yeah.
Because we know she getting this title shot, and I'm pretty sure she gonna win this thing. You know what I'm saying? If she don't win this match, this gonna be like the biggest disappointment AEW that came with since damn near that Kenny Moxley explosion ring incident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's gonna be that size of bigger letdown than that. Because she deserves this title, bro. Like,
exactly, because you can't. I'll be surprised if they still keep it on Hikaru. I'll be surprised if they're still keeping on her. But I feel like the amount of time that y'all done built up with Britt Baker, like the time that y'all built up with her, you even made her, like, even though she lost to Thunder Rosa in the match, I know. It's like it didn't count. But still, since it was unsanctioned, it didn't count towards their record. But it still made her big. It still made her like impactful. It like, oh, she's tough as hell. Because like I said, like when we talked about that match a while back, I was like, look at who she's with. Look at her husband or boyfriend or whatever you want to call Adam Cole, but that's her man. So I can see why she's like the way that she is. And she's also a dentist, so that's really cool as hell too. But nah, bro, I would be mad like if they don't put the strap on her, because I feel like it's time. Like, you've already built her up to this point.
She done had the most build out of all the women in wrestling in AEW. You know what I'm saying? Even what was the first title? What was their first woman's title holder? Rio. Yeah, Rio. Like, Rio was cool, but I don't feel like they really built up Rio. She was just, you know what I'm saying?
She was just,
wrestling, and then she became the first champion.
Try to put like Joshi wrestler
on the map in North America, in the Americas anyway. And then Nyla Rose had it, and she was cool. You know what I'm saying? She was cool, but when Rio, I said Rio. Hikaru Shida. I be all over the place with these names. When she got it, she had a little build. She had a little buzz going on. You know what I'm saying? But Bria,
Britt
Britt Baker. Britt Baker had been like she was at the like first little press conference. You know what I'm saying? First woman signed all this. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
the whole division was built around her and for her damn near her and Brandy. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
we ain't gonna talk about Brandy. She cool. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
She's
man.
okay.
Hopefully she get this title, and once she get
needs
this
it.
title, man, hopefully she gotta have a lengthy title run with this thing. You know what I mean? Because I think Hikaru had it for like a year now, ain't it?
Yeah, she
And
had it for about a year. Yeah, she had it about a year. She won it, I want to say,
Yeah,
in
double or nothing.
2019.
yeah, double or nothing.
Last year, I think.
I think she won it. Yeah, she won it at Revolution. I think she won it at Revolution. No, she was champion around Revolution, I think.
She wanted double.
Yeah, so it had to be double or nothing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she had it for about a year or so, so I feel like
This
it's...
Friday gonna be her year anniversary.
Nah, she
Okay,
gotta lose that
exactly.
joint. Nah, she had a title reign. Speaking of somebody else who had a cold ass title reign in AEW, Chris Jericho in the
Baby.
Inner Circle. They accepted the this crazy ass title. I mean not title. I'm all over the place.
Stipulation.
Crazy ass stipulation for the
Stadium Stampede.
Stadium Stampede 2 versus the Pinnacle, and very interested about that, bro, because it's the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. It's like the Inner Circle versus the Elite. Like the Inner Circle been taking out other factions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be cool. I like because they apparently got to split up if they lose and whatnot, which I feel like they're not gonna lose because they lost the blood and guts match,
Yeah.
and then they gotta win this match to make it tied up so they can have a third match. It's wrestling, you know what I'm saying? It's a sport.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
It's
see
a
that.
sport like
I see
everything
it.
else, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their little chance except for Santana. He wasn't there again for some reason. I guess I don't know what's really going on with him.
The storyline is that yeah.
Well,
He's
yeah, I
in
know the
prison right
storyline. He's
now.
supposed to be in jail, but
Yeah.
come on, son.
Yeah, we know, but that's the storyline. But it,
Come on, son. He's
it's
not in jail.
It's
He's not-
kayfabe, damn it.
Yeah. After that, they had a little bit more filler stuff going on. But what they did have on her, which kind of threw me for a loop because I don't remember seeing it. They had the NWA's Women's World Champion Serena Deeb. She was had a match against Red Velvet.
Beautiful. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, that was a good match, bro. I'm like, man, they be having the NWA wrestlers on this thing. I see.
Red Velvet. That's all y'all need to know, man. She's gonna be some in the women's division, if not already with Jade Cargill as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, their division is coming along.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing, bro. Like when their division first started, people was going so hard about AEW and they women's division.
It was trash
bro.
as hell.
But I'm like, bro, AEW was just getting started. Like they came out, of course, they came out of the gate
trenches,
hot. You know
hear
what I'm
me?
saying? But they had Chris Jericho, bro. This Chris Jericho.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? They had the Young Bucks. They had Kenny. Like they didn't have no women's. They didn't have no women set up like they had the men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't set the women up. They didn't go get no superstar woman wrestling no shit like that.
Because it wasn't the primary focus at that moment. You know, it was building up. But when you have like names like Chris Jericho, I'm like, first of all, like that's Chris Jericho. He's a made man. Like, dude, like have him on board with your startup company.
Made man, bro.
You know the man had eyes on him when that happened. So it's like, yeah, I can see that. But so I know their women's division wasn't their primary focus, and yeah, it sucked. But you knew it was gonna get better over time. Like they just had to wait.
They just had
I
they just had to fucking build it, bro. And that's all it was with them, bro.
Right now
Right now they doing it. Right now it's built up to a point where it's time for, like we said, Britt Baker to get the title and move the division up.
Boom, you got, and
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
And see, what I like about that is that you have multiple people you have multiple options, of who can challenge her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really separates them from WWE at this moment. It's like the one thing I will appreciate about AEW is that they at least will show you different faces, even if it comes from a different promotion or people that they got, from
around.
Dark or Elevation, whatever. So I think, man, it's time. Britt Baker, it's time for her to get that. She got to get the strap. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. But yeah.
Red Velvet also ended up tapping out and losing that match against the NWA's Women's Champion. But I mean, it was a good spot. You know what I'm saying? It was a good spot for her, bro. She did a lot of. She did some good wrestling in this match, man. She's a very good wrestler.
Yeah, she's good, man.
She got to keep coming up in the wrestling world, man.
It's takes a little time, you know what I mean. But nah, Red Velvet is good. Like I feel like, well, let me put it like this. Still watching more of her. I'll say she's pretty decent in the ring right now, and I like what I see. Not just like beauty, but also just everything about. No, but it gotta be for real though. Like you know what I mean. Like she's good. She's pretty decent in the ring. I give her credit for that. But like you said, she got to build up more and in the rankings or whatever. But I feel like she's gonna be one person to look out for, for a title shot soon. Maybe
at least by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Because after Britt gets this title, it's like who's gonna come after her next? Like who's coming up next? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Jade Cargill probably be
cool.
next.
That's cool. Speaking of who's next in AEW, we had the Anthony Ogogo versus Austin Gunn. That's right, Austin Gunn, son of Billy Badass Gunn. You know
Mr.
what I mean?
Ass.
Mr. Ass and Mr. Ass Boy.
I'm an ass man.
It wasn't too much of a match. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Ogogo, he got smacked around a little bit, but he be hitting people with this little stomach punch hook thingy or whatnot. And since he's a boxer, Olympic champion, he's putting him down ASAP.
Yeah.
So he hit Austin Gunn with a couple of these. He started bleeding out the mouth. Match ended the ref ended the match. And that was that on it. You know what I'm saying? We had a little blowout between the Factory and Cody Rhodes and the Nightmare family and whatnot, but it wasn't too much because, they kind of doing the thing with the high intensity rivalry too. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, a lot of people don't care about this, man. A lot of people don't really care about the Anthony Ogogo and the Cody Rhodes thing.
Cause it's just.
And I feel like they should have made they should have kept the focus on QT.
And because
don't nobody care about it because they doing all this political America versus them type shit. And don't nobody want to see that, man. It's not the 80s no more,
bruh. You just said it. Because our shows like, bruh, you know what I mean? The one thing that the one thing I told, bruh, I was like, dude, this whole thing started with QT Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I literally thought that they were going to continue, just focused on the whole thing with QT Marshall because I liked what I saw.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't never really seen QT Marshall wrestle maybe a couple matches on Dark and stuff, but I was like, bro, they just went. It went from QT to bringing in Anthony Ogogo, and I'm like, then the promo. Then I'm just like, okay, man, this is. Yeah, I really don't see I mean, you can pretty much be like, oh, well, it's kind of in with the whole Nightmare Collective and Nightmare Family and the Factory or whatever. But no, I don't really care for it. It's just like there was a thing that people said like Cody Rhodes did, bro. Cody Rhodes is kind of doing it. It's like he kind of inserts himself in these certain matches that don't really make sense.
Don't really matter.
Or don't matter. It's just, we need to put Cody on, television
TV.
And shit, which is cool, but I'm like,
put in something that's... putting them on TV just to have them on TV.
Like, in something meaningful. I really, I really don't care for this match. Only for the simple fact that it's like it's stemming off that promo,
Hmm.
and it's like,
I only care about it
and
because of
yeah,
the things with QT.
yeah, which what I thought was going to be like the main focus, but obviously they went nowhere with it,
Hmm. And
or
I feel like
tried
they,
to.
and I feel like they only did this whole. Now I'm thinking they only did this whole storyline just so
Hmm.
they could bring in Anthony Ogogo and put him in the spotlight
Pretty much
somehow. You
that
know what I'm
that.
saying?
No,
But
you
if that's
right
the
on the
case,
money.
you could have brought him in. You could have, man. You could have did the storyline and
Right.
had the blow off with Cody and QT lead to the Anthony Ogogo thing. It's like a
Yeah.
redemption, you know what I'm saying, a revenge type thing. It's like they just push QT all the fuck away to the
All the
side
way out,
and
just
just put
like
Anthony in the spot. And it's cool, but he's not a wrestler. He can't really just wrestle. He's also 70% blind in one of his eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it's not a. I'm not saying
as an
that as a
insult
handicap or any or insult or anything like that.
is
But it's like, man, it's really these people been doing this their whole life, and it's really people out here that's not just jumping in the ring because they can, but like actually in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they want to be. Not saying
right.
he just don't want to do it or something like that, but it's like, bruh, y'all threw him in this whole situation with Cody Rhodes just off the whim that he's Anthony Ogogo, an Olympic medalist boxer. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to put over, trying
That's
to
like
put
the
over
only thing
that.
AEW that's doing that I'm not really like fucking with. Don't
Nah,
really
I'm not
care for
really.
because it's like why.
It doesn't. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just like,
Hmm.
okay, cool. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something that do matter though.
what matters?
The elite.
Yes,
I call them the
sir.
dark elite because they on a whole nother level. You know what I'm
Oh, another
saying?
level.
They on a whole nother level with what they coming with right now, bro. And I'm loving it, bro. They had Matt Jackson versus the Varsity Blondes, man. Um, the Varsity Blondes consist of Griff Garrison and Brian
Pillman
Pillman
Jr.
Jr. And they also got Julia Hart of the Hart family of Brett on descent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
she's in AEW.
Okay, I didn't know
She's with them. You know
that.
what I'm saying? And it's cool.
I
It's
didn't even know
cool,
that.
bro. Yeah. She had a match last week against Britt Baker. She had lost to her, but
Of course, I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying? It's Britt
yeah,
Baker.
but
We just told y'all about her. But yeah, man, these boys, man, the young bucks, of course, they came out with Don Callis, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all watch Dynamite, man, the promos, the tweets,
the
if y'all keep
bios,
up with the stuff that's going on with the elite and AEW,
man.
man, these boys they made a mean ass little promo about Brian Pillman Jr. You know what I'm saying, and his dad who's Brian Pillman, and y'all already know
Y'all
about
already
him. You know
know
what I'm
the
saying?
OG.
Like they ruthless with it. You know what I mean? Which is cool because it added a little bit more. You know, I say like steam to the match because they was going at it, bro. That was I'm talking about. Nick, if you see a Young Bucks match, it's kind of copy and paste. You know they're gonna do a lot of flashy kicks, flashy jumps,
Super
flashy
kicks,
moves. You know what I'm saying?
plenty,
Quick pace. You know what I'm saying?
plenty of super
Tags in,
kicks.
tag out, like real quick pacing. But the varsity the varsity blondes kept up with them, man, and
Mm-hmm.
they put on a good ass show. But
Yeah, they
y'all
really
not beating the Young Bucks right now, bro.
nah.
They in prime mode right now. But
Yeah,
it was a good
they
ass match though, man. Like Brian Pillman Jr. He's a wrestling ass cat fool. I can't
I'm
even
like,
hold
bro,
you.
I was just finna say that, man. Like leading up to that whole, leading up to the finish or whatnot, which was pretty funny.
Hmm.
After the match, but it just go like just seeing Brian Pillman Jr. Um, like they put him in that limelight, man.
Still recording? You ain't look at your phone, big head boy. Appreciate it.
So they put him in the, so they put them like in this position. to really showcase what they could do, especially Brian Pillman Jr. I've seen a couple of his matches mainly in MLW before he was with AEW and stuff like that. With most of his work with the Heart Foundation and on the indie circuit, for those who don't really know about that version of the Heart Foundation, but
Yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr. That dude can go. I said this. He's a splitting image. He's really like a splitting image of his dad.
Man,
like,
real spill.
real just probably some of the move sets might not be there all the way, but he is definitely a splitting image of his dad from from the mullet to everything. Like I feel like when he really gets on his own, like when he gets
Chance to shine outside
gets
of the tag division.
out
'Cause he
of
gotta
tag
become
wrestling.
a tag champion, man. I don't know if he's gonna be in AEW, but I hope it is. I hope
Yeah,
he
he's
become a tag champion. In
he's
AEW.
he's been a tag champion before, but not not in AEW, but of course like on the indie circuit. Yeah. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, he's been a champion outside of AEW. But no, I see what you mean though. As far as on a national scale, definitely he's gonna be in the top. But like when he starts to break out on his own after the whole Varsity Blondes thing, I honestly would like to see Brian Pillman like copy his father's gimmick before he passed. Like really show like what could have been if that loose cannon gimmick really like had a chance to breathe, because we saw bits and like when we were kids, some of us were when we were young we was able to see that and it was like little bits and pieces here and there, and it's like you ain't really get a chance to see nothing like that. But yeah, man, shit, I can go on about him, but Brian Pillman, you definitely, and I shout out to the Young Bucks. They really, of course, you're gonna get the typical Young Buck match, but
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good depending on who they want to like make look good. I mean, personally for me, the Young Bucks, when they in the ring, yeah, it's copy and paste. We get that. I still enjoy, I like watching the Young Bucks just because I love their attitude.
Yeah, I like, and I love they. I love their style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so Hardy Boys. It's so Midnight Express. It's so tag team wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because they moves bounce off each other.
Exactly.
And that's what you want in a tag team, bro. And it makes so much sense where they at right now.
The folks got their shoes stolen.
And then after that was the last thing that was coming up on the docket, because folks was on Twitter talking about something. Why Eddie Kingston stealing shoes? But then other folks was like, bruh, y'all not from the hood. Y'all don't understand.
You don't understand.
These folks out here, I was like $5,000 shoes.
$5,000.
Come on,
Folks
they stealing $100 shoes in the hood.
You hear me? Not even $100 shoes. Shit,
You just got shoes on.
you got shoes on. Period. It can be $50. It can be like $30.
It don't even matter.
They taking it, bro.
Like
so,
Eddie Kingston is that nigga fool. This shit is so funny, bro.
He's funny, man. To the socks and
Cause
everything.
couple weeks ago he stormed their room. They stormed their locker room looking for them damn shoes. Now, every time he stormed their room, he looked for their shoes. Cause he stormed the trailer, he couldn't find them. Stormed the locker room, couldn't find them. And then John Moxley like, bro. What's up with you in the shoes, man? Forget about the shoes. He was like, and now he finally got them hoes. And that shit is so hilarious, bro. Like, man, y'all just don't understand. You just don't. Eddie Kingston is in his bag right now.
So that's what, and that, because that shit was so funny, man. It was funny because I was seeing different comments and people like, they did not understand. I was like, you got to be from the hood to really understand that. But AEW, I will, and that's another thing I will say about them as well. They at least try to like make things relatable somehow, some way, in your everyday life. Now, I'm not gonna give them all the credit because they do have fuck ups, like any company do. So, like,
but they don't have them as frequently as other companies, you know, WWE. And it's like when they do, they address it. AEW address it. You know what I'm saying? Tony Khan, because I feel like because Tony Khan is an actual real wrestling fan, and he ain't trying to like pull the wool over our eyes and make us believe some shit that's not
Yeah.
really going on. And they address what be the little fuck ups they do have. WWE just keep going.
Keep going.
They'll do the
Even
same thing on SmackDown like it did
don't
happen on
even
Monday.
and just like whole goddamn zombie. Oh
So,
shit. Okay, bro. But
They
anyway,
be the whole podcast us
man, bro, nah.
bashing
But
WWE
anyway,
for the most part.
yeah,
They be bullshit, man.
they
We know
do.
y'all know
They
that
do,
we know
man.
what's really going on. So stop playing with us, man. For real.
But I know
We gonna
I
catch
know
y'all
we
next
jumped
time,
to the.
man. For real, cause we got to get out of here. I don't know how long we've been going.
I don't know. Damn, I showed like, bro, we was gonna say something right quick about Miro.
Oh, got to talk about Miro.
Right quick, Murder Hawk versus Miro. That's going to be
Double or
Double or Nothing. I would
Perfect.
like to see this because like
Perfect.
Miro, as much as I like Lance Archer, it's the same thing with Bobby Lashley. It's Miro's time. It's Miro's time, and this is the perfect way. They already built him up to be this crazy, the type of monster that you want. You know what I'm saying, in your company.
Well, he
He's
should
gone
have
back.
been in WWE.
Yeah, exactly. He was that, but it just wasn't like how it could have been, like what we're seeing now. So, yeah, I got Miro retaining. I mean, I love, like I said, Lance Archer. He needs time too, but nah, it's Miro's time.
And that's another thing about the Miro being TNT champion. Apparently, TNT cut a deal and AEW is moving to TBS.
Yes, next year. But they're still gonna call it the TNT title. It's not
Think
gonna
so?
change. No, yeah, they said
They said they were gonna do like some tweaking. They said they were gonna do something to it.
right.
I don't know. I really feel like they could have, and that's what I feel like their problem with this title is because now it's a TNT title. Like you branded it, you branded it after an actual show, an actual company. I feel
But-
like they should have just made it a television title, a TV title. You know what I'm saying?
It's fine, but you know TNT. I mean TBS is still under the Turner. It's still under the TNT banner. So it's like it's still gonna work. It's still gonna work. It's just it's gonna be on TBS, but it's still gonna work. It's still gonna be like
they
the TNT title.
they got a new show, AEW Rampage, that's gonna be also that's gonna actually be on TNT,
Right.
but it's gonna be on Fridays, and y'all know what come on Fridays.
I don't know to
It ain't gonna be on TNT neither. It's gonna be on TBS. Y'all still know what come on Fridays. SmackDown.
Yeah, it'll be like it though. They'll talk
Best
about
thing
They'll
going.
talk about white after SmackDown.
Still,
Stop it.
it don't matter. People still gonna probably tune in to AEW
Yeah, more than SmackDown.
Cause like we said, besides Roman Reigns,
It ain't shit.
ain't nothing else going on, and all the every storyline seem to be following Roman Reigns now. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. But we finna get out this job, man. We talked y'all ears off. I know y'all like, man, y'all boys, y'all out here doing all the talk about WWE, but they trash, and we gotta let them know how
Gotta
trash
let you
they
know
is,
how
bro.
trash that shit is.
Cause somebody gotta do it, but
We gonna echo the same sentiments.
they keep doing trash shit. We gonna keep talking about it. We gonna catch y'all next time, man. We gonna do the top 5. We gonna see you later.
Peace.